You didn't just forget your dreams last night. You were robbed.
Every single time you close your eyes and wake up to a blank gray void.
It is not a coincidence, and it's not just getting older. It is a symptom of a modern psychological crisis that is slowly erasing the most creative part of your humanity. Your brain is literally losing the ability to simulate reality while you sleep.
But the most terrifying part isn't that you've lost your dreams.
It's the specific hidden reason why your mind is being forced to shut them down. A biological kill switch triggered by something you do every single day. I will reveal exactly what that is by the end of this video, and I promise it will change how you look at your bedroom forever.
Welcome to the human factor. We are currently living through what experts are starting to call a dream drought.
Historically, humans have looked at dreams as prophecies, messages from the gods,
Or at the very least, a playground for the subconscious.
But today, the theater of the mind has gone dark for millions.
We spend about 1/3 of our lives asleep, which should equate to roughly 6 years of pure, vivid dreaming.
Yet most of you watching this right now feel like you're skipping through time, closing your eyes at 11 p.m. and teleporting instantly to 7 a.m. with nothing but a headache to show for it. Where did the stories go? Where did the magic disappear to? To understand why your dreams are being deleted, you first have to understand what a dream actually is. It's not just noise. When you enter REM sleep, your brain is more active than it is when you're awake. Your internal systems are running a high-stakes simulation. It's a defragmentation process where your mind decides what memories to keep and what to throw away. It's where you practice for survival. It's where you process trauma. So, if you aren't dreaming, you aren't processing. You are essentially walking around with a full disk error in your soul. The first thief of your dreams is something we've all been told is harmless: the blue light deception. You've heard it before. Don't look at your phone before bed. But do you know why? It's not just about eye strain. Your brain has a tiny internal clock called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It's obsessed with light. When blue light hits your retinas at 11 p.m., your brain thinks the sun just rose. It immediately halts the production of melatonin, but more importantly, it disrupts the timing of your REM cycles. You might fall asleep, but you are effectively locked out of the dream suite. You are sleeping, but your brain is still standing at the door, waiting for a sunrise that never comes. But light is only the surface. There is a much darker predator at work: the chemical suppression. We live in a society that is increasingly self-medicating to survive the day. Whether it's the glass of wine to wind down, or the legalized substances many use to relax, we are paying a heavy price. Alcohol is perhaps the most effective dream killer ever discovered. It acts as a powerful REM suppressant. When you drink, you might pass out quickly, but your brain is trapped in a shallow, dreamless stupor. Have you ever noticed that when you stop drinking for a few days, your dreams return with a terrifying, hyper-vivid intensity? That's called REM rebound. Your brain is so starved for its nightly cinema that it tries to cram weeks of dreaming into a single night. It's a desperate cry for help from a mind that's been silenced for too long. You might be thinking, I don't drink, and I put my phone away, yet I still see nothing. This is where we get into the stress architecture of the modern world. Your brain is designed to dream only when it feels safe. In the wild, if a predator is nearby, the last thing your brain wants to do is plunge you into a deep, hallucinogenic REM state, where you're paralyzed and unaware of your surroundings. Today, we don't have saber-toothed tigers, but we have the feed. We have emails. We have the constant low-level hum of global catastrophe streaming through our pockets. Your brain is stuck in a permanent state of hypervigilance. It stays in the lighter stages of sleep, hovering near the surface, ready to wake up at any moment. You are sleeping with one eye open, metaphorically speaking, and in that state, dreams are a luxury your survival instinct simply won't allow. And then there is the information overload theory. Think about how much data you consume in a single day compared to someone living 100 years ago.
You see more faces, read more headlines, and witness more conflict in one afternoon
than an ancestor did in a lifetime. Our brains are exhausted. By the time we hit the pillow, our cognitive buffer is so overwhelmed that the brain chooses to skip the creative storytelling of dreams just to keep up with the basic filing of data. We are dreaming of scrolling. Have you ever had a dream where you're just looking at a screen? That is a terrifying sign. It means your subconscious has forgotten how to build worlds and has started merely reflecting the digital cage you live in. But here is the mystery I promised to reveal, the true, hidden reason why so many of us have lost our connection to the dream world. It's something called dopamine exhaustion. In the last decade, we have rewired our brains to demand constant high-speed stimulation. We get a hit of dopamine every time we like a photo, win a game, or hear a notification.
By the time we go to sleep, our dopamine receptors are fried.
Why does this matter for dreaming? Because REM sleep is a dopamine-heavy process. Dreaming requires a surge of this chemical to create those vivid, emotional landscapes. But because we spent all our dopamine on TikTok and YouTube during the day, our reservoir is empty by midnight. Your brain wants to dream. It tries to dream, but it simply doesn't have the fuel left to start the engine. We are literally entertaining ourselves into a dreamless existence. This is a tragedy of the highest order. When we stop dreaming, we stop being visionary. We stop solving problems in our sleep. We lose the nightly therapy that keeps us sane. The great dream drought is making us more irritable, less creative, and more susceptible to the control of external narratives. If you don't have your own dreams to guide you, you will inevitably become a character in someone else's. So, how do you get them back? How do you reopen the theater? It starts with a digital sunset. 2 hours before bed, the screens must die. But more importantly, you have to invite your dreams back. Keep a notebook by your bed. Even if you wake up with nothing, write, "No dreams today."
This sends a signal to your subconscious that you are paying attention again.
You are telling your brain that the theater is open and the audience is waiting. We are at a crossroads in human evolution. We can choose to be biological machines that process data until we expire, or we can reclaim our right to the infinite, bizarre, and beautiful worlds that wait for us behind our eyelids. The choice is yours, but the clock is ticking. Every night you spend in the gray void is a piece of your soul you'll never get back. If you want to be part of the 1% who still commands their own subconscious, you know exactly which button to click. Join the human factor, and let's wake up to what's really happening while we sleep. Tonight, when you lay your head down, don't just close your eyes. Watch. Wait. Because somewhere deep inside you, the lights are trying to come back on. See you in the dreamscape.